Shalom, shalom. We want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim all across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled The End of the Slave Mentality, because the slave mentality is basically what Jake has, man. Jake, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they don't have a ruling class mentality because they have been beat down, oppressed, brainwashed, or brain poisoned for hundreds of years, man. So they don't have a ruling class mentality, man. You understand? Because this is inspired by the older Benjamin lady. She was at the camp, and she was kind of iffy and having slaves in the kingdom to come. But that's the rightful right of an Israelite, to have slaves, to have servants in the kingdom to come, man. You understand? With Jake being messed up so long, in such a low estate, that they can't see themselves ruling over the nations. They can't see themselves having slaves and servants of the heathen nations, which is the rightful born right of an Israelite. You understand? So this is the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 2. Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. Come. So the heathen is the rightful inheritance of the Israelites. I really just talking about Yahweh Shai, but what? Romans 8 tells us that we join heirs with Yahweh Shai. You understand? So we partake in the inheritance of Yahweh Shai. So therefore the heathen are our inheritance, are our servants. And that's from Yahweh, that's from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's what was set up to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that Israel is up above all these other nations. Psalm chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So really, anywhere an Israelite goes in the world, he's not an immigrant, man. He's not an illegal alien, man. Like right now, they're coming down on the tribe of Issachar, Trump, about being illegal immigrants. But an Israelite is not an illegal immigrant anywhere in this world, man. Because what? To us belongs the uttermost parts of the earth. But Jake don't know this. Jake don't see this. Jake's stuck on his block, on his projects, on his island, on his wherever he's from. He can't see past that, man. But now you have to see past the slums and the ghettos that Esau, Edom stuck you in, man. You have to see yourself as rulers, as kings over these nations, man. And as rightfully so. You can't be timid about it. That's why we're not timid about declaring the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're not timid for declaring what's to come. And what's to come is what? The nation of Israel, starting with the elect under Yahweh Shai, ruling over the heathen nations, man. Having them in captivity, in subjection, as tributaries, as servants. Especially the nation of Esau, Edom, they're going to be in hardcore bondage because of the atrocious atrocities that they committed against the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. There's a justice to come for that. There's a retribution. There's a vengeance to come for that, man. And that's decreed from on high, from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So if you have understanding, which the elect have understanding, that's why we could understand that, yeah, we rightfully do servants. We rightfully do our recompense. We the children of Israel, because we have ears to hear, we have understanding. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity, were we not led into captivity, into slavery, by Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, chiefly, in the past 500 years, but really all the nations had us in captivity. You understand? So they have to, all the nations have to pay. But there's a special judgment for Esau, Edom especially, because he has basically put us in the worst of the worst captivity, man. And when you go into the history of chattel slavery, explains everything to you, man. You were basically looked at as cattle under the slavery of the so-called white man in the past 500 years. If you're a Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. And even in that movie, a little spoiler alert, Denzel character Macrinus, the character that he played, he quoted Cicero. He said, "The slave doesn't dream of the day of freedom. He dreams of the day when he can call another man a slave," which is it's a true statement. You know what I mean? For the most part, because freedom is really having servants, man. Freedom for the Israelites is having you other nations as servants, man. So that's what we're dreaming of. We're dreaming of the day where we have the nations as servants, because we so-called free right now. But guess what? Are we really free? No, because we still have to work a job, still have to pay taxes. So it's like a smoke screen, man. It's a fake type of freedom, man. What the so-called white man gave us. We want true freedom, which is what? Having our rightful place as rulers up over the earth, man. Having you nations in subjection. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. So did not Esau, Edom committed genocide against the Negroes and indigenous people of the Americas? Surely did. So what's going to happen? He's going to be killed with the sword, man. That's justice. That's fairness, man. That's the will of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Here is the patience and faith of the saints, God. So we patiently and faithfully waiting for the day of our justice, man. For the day when we could have these heathen in our bondage. You understand? It's a great day for us, man. That's the good news. That's the gospel. That's what we told that Benjamin lady. That's the gospel. That you're going to be rolling up over these heathen nations in righteousness, man. And it is a righteous thing for us to have the heathens into captivity, because that's our rightful right that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set up from the beginning of time. You understand? So this is the book of Psalms. It's a two-edged sword in their hand. Because that's what we're about to do to you heathens, man. Execute the Lord's judgment upon you as it is written. So we've got Psalm chapter 149. Psalm chapter 149 verse 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. The saints are the Israelites. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, the other nations, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Vengeance for what? For the atrocities that they committed against us. And punishments upon the people. Come, so they have to be punished. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Come, so that's captivity, that's slavery right there. So this is the scriptures, you know what I mean? The Psalms, King David speaking about what? Putting heathens in captivity. And this is of the Lord. It ain't nothing to be shy or timid about. No, this is what it is, man. Israelites having heathens in captivity is a rightful order of things. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. So this is a judgment written. Revelation 13:9 that I just read. This is a judgment written, man. So for you blacks, Puerto Ricans, West Indians, Mexicans out there, this is a judgment written. To put these heathens in our captivity, man. that's the will of the Lord. Because what? They have committed great acts of our wickedness, of evil, against the Lord and against his people. To execute upon them the judgment written, this honor, so it's an honor, it's a great thing in the eyes of the Lord, it's an honorable thing in the eyes of the Lord. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord. Khan says it's an honor to what? Put heathens into captivity, man. It's a great honor, man. And this honor have what? All the saints, man. You understand? Beautiful thing, man. So, hey, it ain't nothing to be ashamed about, it ain't nothing to be second guessing about, but Esau put it out there as, oh, slavery is so bad, no, man, slavery is a fact of life, man. And in every empire, you have people at top and you have people at the bottom. And right now, who's on top? Esau, Edom. Who's on the bottom? Jake, for the most part. You understand? Just because you see a Jake that's a millionaire, that don't mean shit. Because the majority of Jake is messed up, man. Catching hell. You understand? Victims. Yeah, Jake is a victim here, man. Don't let the so-called white man fool you about victim mentality. No, Jake is a victim here. And we understand that. And we're looking for what? Compensation. We're looking for what? Justice for being victimized by the so-called white man. And we know ultimately we're only going to get that justice through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're not going to get it through the so-called white man, man. Your enemy, like the scriptures tell you, never trust that enemy. As iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So you're not going to get reparations. You're not going to get justice through the so-called white man. The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is who the elect is looking for justice from. And it's surely approaching, because the white man's fall is at hand. Malachi, the 1st chapter. Isaiah 14:1. Matter of fact, let me get that. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. And that's what the captain mentioned to the older Benjamin. He was like, yo, if you read the scriptures, you don't have to really get deep. If you read the scriptures, you understand the scriptures talk over and over again about a chosen people, the children of Israel. Over and over again, it mentioned the children of Israel, a chosen people, man. And who is that? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. For the Lord will yet choose, Salakia, Isaiah chapter 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them. The strangers are Israelite foreigners, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord. This is talking about the heathen, the second verse. Shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. This is scripture, man. This is scripture. As it is written, man. So this is of our own feelings, of our own wants. And this is what the Lord wants. The Lord wants you to put these heathens into captivity. Because what? We the sons and daughters of the Lord. These heathens are not. Isaiah the 60th chapter. I mean, there's a multiplicity of verses, scripture chapter and verses that goes into what? Us having the heathens into captivity. It's really all throughout the scriptures, man. Left, right, and center. So that's a fact, man. And this is what set us free, man. This is what gave us hope as Israelites that have the ears to hear. John chapter 8, verse 30. John chapter 8, verse 31. Then said Yahweh to those Jews which believed on him, which are us, if you continue my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Come on, so this is our freedom right here, man. Yeah, like the gladiator code, I have to go back to it, man. We're dreaming of a day where we are slaves. We transcend that and be able to have slaves, man. That's what we're looking forward to, man. Apocrypha say, like the Apocrypha say, no greater joy than to see the fall of your enemy. To see the fall of your enemy and the lamentation of their woman. That's not there, but that's another quote from one of those conquerors, man. Forgot his name. See the flight of your enemy and the lamentation of their woman, man. And that's what's coming to you heathens, man. Mourning, lamentations, and woe. That's what's coming to the heathen nations, man. And we're gonna see it even on this side. Even on this side, we're gonna see the beginning stages of it trickling into the kingdom. The mourning, lamentation, and woe of the heathen nations. You understand? Which is a beautiful thing for us. It's a gospel for us. But it's bad news for you heathen, man. Very bad news for you heathen. Which we're not heathen, so we don't care. Tawada Yahweh, hey, Tawada Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you're an Israelite, man. Tawada Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that you're an Israelite. It's one thing for certain. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time, I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out, the children of Israel, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. So we're gonna be raising up even here, man, in the lands of our captivities. It's gonna be known who's the sons and daughters of the Lord, the Israelites. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I will gather you, for I make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord. So hey man, we transcending out of that slave mentality into what? Like the apostles always been saying for years, decades on in, you have to have a ruling class mentality. And with that is having the heathens in the utmost subjection, man. Having the heathens bow before you, man. You understand? Hey, so with that, having the heathens in captivity, you know, the whole enchilada, man. Being superior to the heathen nations, man. Hey, so with that, gonna say all praises be to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harukat Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone and well. Shalom to elect. Kwame Yasha Allah.